And we are back for After the Rolls. Thank you for joining us, if you did, for our regular session. Right now we're going into a little bit of discussion about the session itself, about where we are in the story, and so on and so forth. So, Chris, I think you had planned to talk about some stuff. I think I know which character it's about, too.
So, we'll make this quick because it is kind of late. We did go, I was trying to get done by 12:30, but we didn't quite make that mark. But that's okay. But first thing is just, I hope you guys enjoyed the first session. I worked really hard in prepping it. We got a lot of story stuff done. I'm very proud of my players and how they approached things, from, Bryn giving Narroth a flower hat to Lilith and her guilt with the whole situation, to even Zarrius's interaction with Asmodeus, I thought was very appropriate for everyone, really. But Astor, I think, made the most interesting decision. I approached Danny Garcia about it a couple weeks ago, about what would Astor do knowing that his love is pregnant, and how would he approach it. So I talked to Astor about it and how we want to arrange it. And, Danny, I wanted you to take this time to give you a little spotlight. I want you to tell me a little bit about Astor and his character creation type, and then maybe give me some insight about why you made that decision. And go ahead, and everyone else can throw some inputs, throw some thoughts, throw some compliments or insults, depending on what it is. And we'll go from there. So, Astor, or Danny, why did you create Astor? What was your motivation?
Sure. So, well, the most important bit is that I had played a little D&D before this campaign, but not as seriously as this one. So Astor is, in all essence, quite honestly, my first serious character for Dungeons & Dragons. And because of that, first and foremost, I am not someone who writes stories. I had taken a bit of hiatus of reading books and stuff like that when this was rolling around. So because I actually wasn't quite sure about what to do, you kind of gave me a bit of an idea of, why don't we go with someone who hasn't really had much done to him. So Astor, for the most part, is actually a character that kind of started with a blank slate as far as character development goes. So the whole time that this campaign has been going through, he's been growing up as a person. He's been, I think, maturing a little bit, I'd like to say. And along the same vein, too, I've actually been improving as a player as well, I hope. But as far as character and story stuff goes, that's kind of what Astor was. He was just blank. And he is someone who, the way I see it, he's someone who has good intentions and is kind of idealistic to an extent as well, which means he's also a little bit naive in certain respects. And he is someone who, as far as his relationship with Lana goes, he values her very highly. And of course, what Bryn told him in this session as well kind of helped him cement his decision that he wants to be there for her, even if it means separating from the party for a little bit, from doing a very important task. I don't know if we want to talk about how we built him mechanically, but I mean,
we can ignore that part.
Okay, cool. So, long story short, honestly, Astor is just someone who, for me, was my first serious character with a blank slate, and is currently going through what we would call or I guess what we could call, kind of a, what did you say we called it, Chris?
Coming of age?
Yeah, thank you. Coming of age. He's literally actually kind of coming of age as far as half elves go, but it's just the campaign is what's making Astor who he is. So I personally have been enjoying it very much, just because, while yes, I've been growing as a character, I have also been seeing the growth of someone who I will look back fondly on as once the campaign is over, I'd say.
Nice. Yeah. Anyone have any thoughts on Astor? Maybe.
I, for one, hope that when he teleports back to the party, he teleports inside of Zarrius' staff.
That would be hilarious, and I would love it.
That would be
I'm
terrifying.
not going to allow that to happen.
No, as far as Astor goes, I really like the character and how the character has grown over the this entire campaign. We've been playing since level 1. We're 10 now, so it's been a while. But seeing Astor has been throughout this entire campaign, and is somebody who played kind of like a mentor figure, whose character was like a mentor figure to Astor at the beginning, or closer to the beginning, to now seeing that change that he's gone through. It's been really cool.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I played my character, and Astor really was at odds because my first character was a kind of a bitch, to put it bluntly. And so, plus Danny has matured as a player too, which makes Astor a better character in the long run.
Yeah, I think I was very worried about Astor when he first started playing, because I'd be like, scenario, and Danny as player would be like, and then by that time, Danny Allinson with his mentor character would just kind of solve the problem. And then you're like, well, it was kind of an Astor puzzle, but sure, you can just hack at it too. But now we see, Astor, Danny taking front line when he's called to in the role play. Mechanically, he's a very strong character. He fits his role nicely as a protector. And we've kind of pushed him away from a DPS towards a tank role the last couple of chapters, but I think it's worked out pretty great.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes.
Chris, did you want to announce what's going to be going on with my character as well? That way everybody knows.
Yeah, sure. So Lilith has talked to me. That's false. Alan has talked to me. Lilith has not talked to me. Alan has talked to me about his job, and during the winter season, he's very busy. He works at a resort, a ski resort that basically puts him on call for the winter. So he luckily gave us the time today. He took the day off to be able to play the campaign, but obviously money comes first, family comes first. He has to pay his bills, and I think we all understand that. So if he gets the day off, he's going to come play with us. I have some storyline written in where he can join us as needed, but this way he won't join us officially until I think it was President's Day.
President's Day week, yep.
Yeah, and then he'll be with us full time. So it's hard because in the storyline, I could feel that Alan really wanted to be like, yes, I'll join you. I will prove myself, especially after John with Narroth was really egging him. I could feel that tension, but I think we all knew like he had to go away because of personal life, which honestly is more important than any game we play. Not unless we can pay you.
Yeah, I mean, and
12 hours of overtime.
Yeah. So, and I just want to say this, I've played D&D for, since the days of 3.5, and I have to say that it's one of the best campaigns that I've been in.
Oh.
And it's not just Chris, it's the guys that I play with. You guys make it fun, and I look forward to it every week. So,
yeah, we've had a good 6-week break, but I'm glad we're back into it. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us after the rolls. Once again, you can find our stream every Monday night around 9 p.m. We'll be up here, so if you want to hang out with us, talk with us in chat. I'm always watching chat even while the campaign is going. ask us any questions or anything like that, feel free to do so. Once again, thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Ciao.